we have two different types of grapes here. These and these. So the total weight that we have, almost 4 pounds of grapes off of our little vines in the back here, between ours and what my daughter had. The squirrels and the birds devastated them all. So we're going to make what's called a Pyment. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's honey with grapes in it. It's wine. It's wine and grapes. We're going to just do them in the blender here like this. That's going to work good. We're just going to use the blender to make the juices. And we're going to use a little pectic enzyme that helps break the skins down. And they'll go in the jug themselves here. We'll see what we get. We're going to be adding some honey to it. Like I say, it's called a Pyment. Alright, we have juiced all the grapes here. I said we've juiced all the grapes here. On with the Pyment, which is grape juice, nice and thick, and some honey. We'll see what fits in here. And everything is sanitized. The funnel. This is the puree of the grapes off our vines. Have to add a lot of water to this. Pyment. Looks like crap in there, but she's gonna be good. 2 pounds of honey gonna go in. We'll use it. We'll go through the filter. It'll take a little while, but we warmed it up to drain quicker. And then we'll top it off with water. It was 1065 on the natural grape. So once we get the honey and the water in there, we'll get another reading to see what she come out to be. We've got to make sure we leave enough headspace in here. This is thick as honey. It's a 1/4 teaspoon for 6 gallons. So what I got here is like a pinch. I got 1/4 of a quarter, or 1/8 of a quarter of a teaspoon of metabisulfate. That's just going to help kill the wild yeast, because we're going to pitch the yeast tomorrow. So we fill this up with water on the Pyment, and we're going to shake it up and get a bubbler in there, and we're going to put the yeast in tomorrow, 24 hours from now. So we haven't decided on the yeast yet. We'll go down to the basement and grab some. We got a Lovelands, and all kinds of wine yeast down there. Oh, we just got done transferring the beer to the keg. I'm not done cleaning that out. But we're going to do the Pyment now. Oh, blood orange. Pyment, we got to transfer it. We put metabisulfate in there, but not enough because she kicked off fermentation wildly. So we're going to get some real good yeast in there this time and do it right. So I'm sure we got another bubbler somewhere. I'm just going to transfer it into just a simple little strainer here. I'm just going to strain it out and splash it all over. I bet you I just splashed the crap out of the camera. Gotta stir it in the strainer because she's a plug-in up there. You get it to filter through there quicker because you gotta get on with the show here. It's not touching. This is gonna take forever to strain through. I was trying to see how much was in there. So while she's doing this, I'm gonna pour the rest in. Okay, we're gonna use a little of this Montrachet yeast, wine yeast, in the Pyment. I keep saying it wrong. And I don't think we need the whole package, but for good measures, we'll give most of it in there. I didn't use any Fermade on here, Fermado or anything. Now what am I going to do with the rest of it? Get it in there. So that's in there. I'm going to get a bubbler ready. We're getting the rest of our juice ready. And we'll show you what that's all about shortly. Pour the rest of the juice into the Pyment. I got the yeast in there already. I should have just the right amount. Leave a little headspace. Oh, looks perfect to me. That's what we want right there. Nice. Nice. Our first Pyment. I said it wrong again?
No, you said it right.
Pyment.
Pyment.
So there's the rest of the grapes that are left over with the skins. It started to kick off a wild fermentation, which we weren't happy about. So that's good enough, is all we need. That's all we need. Now we get a bubbler on here. And wrap her up, get her dark. And we'll be good to go. 1 gallon of Pyment we made, approximately 5 weeks ago. Pyment is nothing more than a mead, a Melamo mead, specifically made with grapes. And it's called a Pyment. Don't ask me why. You can look it up online. But this is the first one we did. This will be the first racking. These were with the grapes you'll see out of the garden, out of our little vines we had, and my daughter's vines. So we have a little racking cane here I like to use. It's all sanitized. I'm going to stick that in there. And I got to hold it here because I don't want it to go to the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this down. I'll set the camera down over here. Oh boy. I don't know if I can do this myself. I got it in there. Just don't want to go to the bottom with this. Let's get it going. Get the siphoning rack going. And try to keep it off the bottom. I think it's going. And this is the trick to... Oh, I don't want to stir up all the crud on the bottom here. And there's a lot of it. It's pretty clear now. I'm slowly lowering it down into the must, if you want to call it a must. So if I don't move it now, we got a good, pretty good racking going. And over on the stove, I heated up a quart and a half of water. I boil the water to get the chlorine out of there. And we're going to add 2 scoops, approximately half a cup of, I forget the name of the honey, my orange blossom honey. We're going to stick that into the water here once it cools down, and it'll be the top off of this here, because you don't want to have a lot of air in there. And she might kick off a little more fermentation, we'll see. It's always a gamble. But this little racking cane works out good here. I'm going to try to stick it down and see if the camera's picking all that up. Get it down a little further here. Don't hurt to pick a little of it up. I don't stir it up too bad. That must be my dishwasher telling me it's time to empty that. Yeah, we're not going to get it down any further than this. And we're picking up some trub, if you want to call it trub, and that's it. We'll shut this one off and show you what's left here in the what's left in here. That's all your yeast and all your lees. A lot of lees in there because it's more of a Melamo of a wine. So we'll get back to you here once we get our amount of water in here. Top it off with the honey. Pyment. Pyment. I say it wrong every time. My vocabulary. Sanitized funnel. We're going to top it off with the with the honey water. Of course, I can't see in there. And I won't doubt it's going to restart some fermentation here. Yeah, this ain't easy to do one-handed. Going in, let's see if I measured it right. Just about. I'm having trouble pouring here. Nice. Okay, perfect headspace. Perfect headspace. Gonna kick off some more fermentation. What I got here is I got a cap off of I forget what this came off of, syrup bottle or something. It fits the jug perfectly. I can close it, but I prefer to put a bubbler in there anyway, so I got that set over here. And we're going to get that in right away because just got to clean it up a little here. Okay. There we go. First racking of the Pyment has completed. Pyment. Pyment. If I ever say it right. How you doing? Pyment. Pyment.